Recently, there's been a lot of buzz around Chinese celebrity Yi Meng Ling and the changes in her nose. She's shifted from a girl-next-door influencer with a softer, less defined nose to a high-definition screen actress with a sharper, more defined look. And as with any visual transformation, opinions are mixed. But here's the thing, it's not always about the sharper the better. When it comes to noses, proportions play a much more significant role. For instance, celebrities like IU and Jennie Kim have low nose bridges, which suits their facial features perfectly and contributes to their unique charm. We'll dive into this topic in detail, so if you've ever wondered if a nose job might be right for you, keep watching. So, what exactly is nose augmentation? At its core, nose augmentation is all about enhancing the shape and the structure of your nose to achieve better balance and harmony with your other facial features. But here's where it gets interesting. Many people don't realize that the goal isn't necessarily to make the nose look perfect on its own. Instead, it's about making sure it fits your face. We often use the golden ratio as a guide in this process. This ratio is a mathematical concept that has been applied to art, architecture, and yes, even facial aesthetics. When it comes to nose augmentation, we look at how the nose relates to the rest of your face. The goal is to create a nose that enhances the overall facial symmetry and balance. An example of using the golden ratio in this case would be that the distance from the top of the nose to the center of the lips should ideally be 1.618 times the distance from the center of the lips to the chin. This isn't a one-size-fits-all approach, but rather a tailored plan that considers your unique facial structure, guided by what the human eye has been trained to appreciate as aesthetically pleasing. Now, let's talk about the specific concerns that can be addressed through nose augmentation. Whether it's a flat nose bridge, a bump on the nose, a droopy tip, a crooked nose, or even nasal depression, there are several ways to improve the appearance of your nose. But it's important to remember that not all concerns require surgery. In many cases, less invasive options like nose fillers can achieve great results. So, how do you decide between nose fillers and surgical rhinoplasty? Let's start with nose fillers. Nose fillers are a non-surgical option that can add volume, correct minor imperfections, and enhance the shape of your nose. They're quick, relatively painless, and offer beautiful results with minimal downtime. On average, you'll need about 0.5 to 1 milliliter of filler to see a noticeable change, which is typically one syringe for most brands like Juvederm, Restylane, Release, or Elancey. Surgical rhinoplasty, on the other hand, is a procedure that's more suited to those who have concerns that fillers can't address, like significant structural changes or a desire for a permanent result. However, it comes with a longer recovery time and higher risks. At SL Aesthetic Clinic, we tend to favor fillers over surgery for most patients because they're minimally invasive and offer a lot of flexibility. If you don't like the result, fillers can be adjusted or even dissolved in some cases, which isn't the case with surgery. Another option you might have heard of is the nose threadlift. This is another minimally invasive procedure that lifts and refines the nose using threads, with the added benefit of stimulating collagen production. However, unlike fillers, threads can't be dissolved if you don't like the result, and they're not ideal for correcting humps or bumps on the nose bridge. Thread lifts are usually better for patients who want a non-invasive way to lift and refine the nose, while fillers are typically better for adding volume, correcting minor imperfections, or enhancing the nose shape with more predictable results. Before deciding on any treatment, it's crucial to understand the associated risks and side effects. Poorly administered nose fillers can lead to serious complications, especially when performed by unlicensed practitioners. We've all seen the horror stories online. Nose fillers gone wrong, illegal injections causing deformities, and even life-threatening infections, which many of them can result in long-term repercussions. That's why choosing a reputable clinic and an experienced doctor is so important. When done correctly, nose fillers are generally safe, though they do come with some risks such as bruising, swelling, or infection. At SL Aesthetic Clinic, we take every precaution to minimize these risks and are always transparent with our patients about what to expect. It's fascinating to see how beauty perceptions for the ideal nose can vary so widely across cultures. On platforms like Xiao Hong Shu, the trend 放弃山根, abandoning the high nose bridge, reflects a shift in the Chinese community towards a lower nose bridge. This trend is driven by the belief that a lower nose bridge appears more approachable and natural, aligning with cultural values that emphasize subtlety and ease. In stark contrast, TikTok trends highlight the Cindy Kimberly nose, a look characterized by tall, sharply defined nose bridge and tip. This trend underscores a preference for a more dramatic, westernized aesthetic. These divergent beauty standards reveal how cultural values shape our perceptions of attractiveness. While one culture may favor unstated and harmonious features, another might gravitate towards bold and defined traits. Additionally, makeup offers a temporary, versatile solution for those who want to experiment with their nose shape without permanent changes. This highlights how beauty standards are not only culturally specific, but also subject to individual preferences and trends. So, are you a suitable candidate for a nose job? It really depends on your specific concerns and goals. Whether you're considering nose fillers, a thread lift, or even surgery, it's essential to consult with a qualified professional who can guide you to the best option for your unique facial features. If you're interested in learning more about these treatments or want to schedule a consultation, feel free to reach out to us at SL Aesthetic Clinic. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights into aesthetic treatments. I'll see you in the next video.